Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to my Inbox 13 series where I show some of the new and used vinyl I bought over the past month or two, or 3 or 4. It's a rather big stack this time. I need to stop this carry on because I'm buying far too much, and I know I say that nearly every video. But this video, a lot of it is a lot of 1960s stuff, and there's a few albums that I had never heard before and they're regarded as classic albums, so I decided to take the plunge and buy new copies of them. But we'll start with the new vinyl, we'll go on to the second hand, and then we'll go on to the £1 bargain. I think there's only one this time, before I show a little bit of VCLT from James Griffiths. The guy is amazing, by the way. The guy is absolutely amazing. And then the last one I'll show is actually a grail of mine, and now this word grail has popped up in the last week or so, with actually James doing a video on how to define a grail, what is a grail and so forth. But I made a comment that yes, a grail was coming my way from America, and it did. And by the way, I'm still excited about it. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even have to pay any extra tax or anything on it. I got away with it. Wow. Anyway, okay, we'll start with the new vinyl, and I picked this up at a record fair quite a while ago now. It must have been a couple of months, and this is the Creation, the singles collection. This cover struck me. I thought it was just such a cool cover, and I knew of the Creation and I knew the song Painter Man, but that was it. And so I looked at the track list. I thought, nope, the only one I know is Painter Man, so I thought I'd have a go anyway. It wasn't that expensive. And before I even played it, when I got home, I looked on Wikipedia just to see if these were all singles, and it turned out it's every single and every B-side. I thought, oh god, it means that it's going to be good song, crap song, good song, crap song. But I was so surprised. The B-sides of this are every bit as good as the A-sides. This is a very good album. As I say, I'd never heard them before. They sound like the Small Faces and the Who together, basically. So yeah, really enjoyed this and well worth picking up. Okay, excuse my arm, I have a very sore arm today. This is one that I had never heard before and everybody raves about it. I thought, right, okay, I'll see if I can get it new for a decent price. And this is the Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. Yeah, I thought this was good. I've only played it a couple of times, but I didn't think it was as good as people make it out to be. But this could be a grower. It's a pop album. Nothing really stands out for me in this. I'd never heard any of the songs before. I was expecting to at least hear or to have heard about 3 or 4 songs from it, but not knowing it was them. But I had heard nothing of this before. It's okay. It is a grower. But was nothing overly special for me. Next up, now I had this on CD and I played it about once and I can't find the CD, and I was frantically looking for it, and I thought, right, I'll give up, I'll buy the vinyl. And Love Forever Changes. Again, I enjoyed this, but I didn't think it was as great as people make it out to be. I did know Alone Again and the rest of it, it was just a 60s pop. It's good, I'm not denying it, it is good, but is it as great as people make it out? Well, I don't know yet. It's the same with the Zombies one. I really do need to give them an extra couple of listens just so they will grow. This one here was the best of the 3 that I'd never heard, and this one blew me away. I thought this was fantastic. This is Jefferson Airplane, sort of surrealistic pillow, I can hardly say that. I did know the 2 songs, obviously, White Rabbit and Somebody to Love, but this I thought was great. I played this about 3 or 4 times in a row. I thought it was that good. And I think that's where I prefer this, because I actually did keep on playing this. I will have to go back to those other 2, because I know they are good albums. It's just I haven't given them enough time and attention, which you never do these days. Like in the old days, if I had bought those albums back in 1981, they would have been played about 15 times at least each, and I would know every song off by heart. But now it seems to be a quick spin and then filed away, which is a shame. So I really do need to play those 2 more. But this I thought was great. there's nothing off this at all. Part of it reminded me a little bit of the Byrds, but I enjoyed every single bit of this. Embryonic Journey, I think, is a little acoustic number which I thought was amazing. Yeah, love this album, really good, and so pleased to got it. Okay, next up, another 60s album, Small Faces. Now, I had heard this before because I had the Immediate collection on CD. Yet again, this is a great album. I do like the Small Faces. This is their second album proper. I don't actually have their first album proper. I do have the one in between, which was the best of the first album plus the singles. So I don't know whether we'll get the first one or not. If I see it at a decent price, I probably will. The big one off this for me was always Get Yourself Together, which the Jam recorded around 1981 and was on their Extras CD. And a live version of it was also included with the Snap Greatest Hits album. But yeah, 14 songs. It's really good mod music. Small Faces, really like them. Okay. One of my previous, not the last unbox, but the one before, showed that I bought the Stooges' first album, and I was on the lookout for their second. Well, I went for it. Funhouse, I bought it. Again, this is another good album. I prefer the first album though. I do actually. I think the first album is better, but this has got TVI on it in 1970, which is great. I just think it seems to fade a little bit in the second side. It's just not as strong as the first, but still a damn good album, and I'm glad about it. So that's the Stooges' Funhouse from 1970. And of course, this had to be released. David Bowie's VH1 Storytellers. I had bought this on bootleg about 4 or 5 months ago, and it cost a bit of an arm and a leg. And of course, they release it on double vinyl with the extra tracks on it. This is magnificent. Anyone who's a David Bowie fan will have this in their collection. Sorry. And it's the talking in between, which is great, especially the talking of Steve Marriott whenever he was forming the Small Faces, and of course Mark Bolan whenever they were painting the wall. Yeah, it's really, really good album, good fun album. Recorded I think 1999. I think by the look of his hair, he looks from around the hours time, 1999-2000. So that's David Bowie, VH1 Storytellers. Okay, we'll get on to second-hand vinyl, and last week at a record fair I came across quite a few Roy Orbison albums. I showed one on the video for Jimmy the Saint, and these are the 4 I bought, or 3 or 4, I'm not sure. Crying is second album. This is the one after Lonely and Blue. It's not in bad nick. I've got this in CD. It's just a good album, and it's good to get Roy Orbison on vinyl. He's hard to find. You can find loads of his compilation albums, but never the originals. Orbisongs, which in itself is a bit of a compilation, but this is from about 65. This is really good, with Old Pretty Woman on it. Roy Orbison sings Don Gibson. I need to play this again, haven't played it in years. I'll Be a Legend in My Time is the biggest song off this. Sweet Dreams is on this as well. What I Remember is a good album, still haven't spun it yet. And then one of his 70s album, I'm Still in Love with You, is that what it's called? Yep. This is from about 75, and this is when I think he was at his lowest. He actually appeared on a UK show hosted by Bernard Manning called the Wheel Tappers and Shunters Club. It's a working man's club, and there's this show went out every Friday, and they brought in these has-been acts and so forth. Like even Alvin Stardust was playing on it in '75, and he was a has-been. And they performed the song Sweet Mama Blue, which I absolutely adore. It's a bit wishy, slushy, but he played that, and the banter between him and Bernard Manning was actually quite good. It was good fun. So this is 1975's I'm Still in Love with You, and again, it's not a bad album. There's also a good version of Heartache on this, which he recorded in the 60s. It's a bit superfluous, but because it doesn't rearrange it any, but it's still a good album. I'm still in love with you. Okay, the Trogs. I had no Trogs in my collection. Saw this going extremely cheap. Golden hits of the Trogs. Yay! It's got Wild Thing on it. It's got Love Is All Around on it. And it doesn't have the other one on it, which was #1, which I can't remember the name of it. And I get home, I play it, and I go, God, it's a live album, probably recorded around 1982 or so. So it's rubbish. Well, it's not. If you're a Trogs fan, you'll probably think this is pretty good, but this is not what I was looking for. I was looking for an actual Trogs best of. So anyway, the Trogs golden hits of. Next up, another 60s one. Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch greatest hits. The only song I knew off this was The Legend of Xanadu and Bend It. This was pretty good. I actually enjoyed this. This is actually a pretty good album. Again, it was cheap. It's on the Philips label, so I thought I would pick it up, and yeah, I enjoyed it, and this will get a few more spins without a doubt. Next up, I got, this is the Byrds Pre-Flight. So this is the stuff they recorded just prior to the Mr. Tambourine Man album, and I do have this material on CD, not on vinyl. The album was quite cheap. I thought, yeah, I'll go for this. You Showed Me, Here Without You, She Is Away. They're all good songs. It just shows how good a songwriter Gene Clark was, because he really does dominate this. You Won't Have to Cry. The Airport song is also very good. Yeah, it's a good addition to the Byrds collection, and if you do get all the Byrds albums, you really do need one of these type albums. There's quite a few of them about, but this is Pre-Flight, and I think this was originally released in about 1974 or so in Germany. So yeah, glad I picked that one up. This was a box set, and this is one of these Reader's Digest box sets, which seem to be extremely cheap, but they're extremely good value. I've actually a couple of these. I got one by the Seekers years and years ago, which is great, it covers everything. This one here is the unforgettable Buddy Holly. I got this for £10 at my local record shop. It looks completely unplayed. It's funny how these Reader's Digest box sets all look unplayed. They buy them, never play them. And there's 4 discs on this here. Record 1 is Buddy's greatest hits, with what you would expect: Peggy Sue, Ray Vaughan, Oh Boy, etc. That'll Be the Day. Record 2, Buddy in Love, with things like True, Love Ways, Heartbeat, Words of Love. Record 3, Rockin' with Buddy, things like Ready Teddy, Shake, Rattle and Roll. I'm Gonna Set My Foot Down, never heard that one. And record 4 is The Magic of Buddy, with I'm Gonna Love You Too, which Blondie covered, Well Alright, and Fool's Paradise, which was a single for Don McLean, I believe, around 1973. For a tenner, this is well worth it, and it's in perfect nick, and having this means I don't need to get any other Buddy Holly material. I do have the one with the brick wall, the 20 Golden Greats, which is a fantastic album as well, but this is better. Okay, the pound bin section. I saw it and I thought, I like a bit of disco, so I went for the Andrea True connection more and more, because I do like that song. It was £1, it's in great shape, the sleeve's in great shape. So I thought I would look up Wikipedia, and I was horrified to find out that this girl is a porn star. I had no idea. I'm sure the whole world knows, but I had no idea. Andrea True Connection, whatever her name is again, is a porn star. But I'll tell you one thing, she's a good disco singer, and this is a really good 70s disco album. Worth the £1. Okay, now we'll come on to James Griffiths here, and he sent 2 albums at 2 different times, and I didn't order anything. Opened it up and I popped this here, Atlantic Soul, with a wee note saying I might enjoy this, or I should enjoy this. This is brilliant. This is probably the best soul album you could ever get. It's got sweet soul music, Arthur Conley, In the Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. Funny enough, both those 2 were covered by The Jam. Knock on Wood, Soul Man, Respect, Stand By Me, Under the Boardwalk, Green Onions. I've never had green onions in anything, so on this. When a Man Loves a Woman, and Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, just to name quite a few. This is a fantastic album, and James was saying that he grew up with this, and this is what really got him into soul music. Fantastic, great, thank you very much. This has been played quite a few times. And then the other day, this came through the door, and this is a very common album, but I have never ever seen it in my local record shop. I could have bought it online, but I thought, no, it's common, I will get it, and still never seen it. I never seen it at any of the record fairs either, and it's got one of my favourite singles of all time on it, and this is Diana Ross, I'm Still Waiting, with the title track being one of my favourite songs. I love that cover. I love the black cover even more. She's gorgeous in it. It's a bit flimsy because the record has just been cleaned and it's sitting on the drying rack, so it's going to be spun tonight. It does have Surrender on it, and it does have Reach Out, I'll Be There. But I'm really looking forward to this. I'm Still Waiting is one of the classic songs. I think I've put that in one of my best 70s singles when a video I did a couple of months ago. So again, fantastic. So pleased to get this, really am pleased, and it's in really good shape as well. So thanks James again. There's a parcel will be posted on Monday, by the way, so look out for it. And finally, talking of James, he had the video with regards to what is a grail, and I said there's a grail coming my way. Now I've been looking for this for since I've got back into vinyl again. I've checked eBay, I've checked Discogs. It's on Discogs, but for about £100 something. I checked the actual record company site and it was out of print. I did the whole round again last week and checked eBay, checked the Discogs, checked Music Stack as well. No, but something in Discogs says 2017 reissue, and I thought that's never been reissued. So I went back onto the Yet Rock music site, and there it was, from America, with postage and all included. It became $28, which is 22 quid or something. I thought, right, I'll get it. I'll probably be hit with an extra 20 quid or something whenever it arrives at the doorstep for duties, but no, I got it without. And that is Nick Lowe's At My Age, and this finishes my Nick Lowe collection, and I've just actually played this before I did this video, and it sounds fantastic. It's got one of those horrible white sleeves inside with no information, and because I love this album so much, I went and I bought a pack of 50 Mo-Fi sleeves. So yeah, it's now sitting in one of the Mo-Fi sleeves, and they're really good. They work out about 50p each, but it's still very expensive. You always think if you're spending 25 quid on a packet of accessories, would you rather not have just an album? But so this arrived last week, and oh, I couldn't contain my excitement. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't that I got this. And I checked eBay again, and it's still not on eBay. It's still not on Discogs. It is still on the Yep Rock site. So if you are a Nick Lowe fan, I would grab this because I don't think it's going to hang about too much longer. Anyway, so that's my grail, Nick Lowe, At My Age, originally released in 2007. Okay, that went on a wee bit too long, and that's my recent purchases, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon, and so I'll see you then. All the best now. Bye bye.